No, that's this.
Oh.
Hopefully everybody's kind of mostly on time. Those beeps are going to drive everyone bonkers. Hang on one just a sec. Let's get everybody in here. How is everybody? I'm kind of losing my voice today, so I'm trying to not sound like a dude. Promise.
Hi, Nikki.
Lots of coffee. Hi, how are you guys? Oh my gosh. So I have not ever had like more than 3 of your faces on my screen at a time because I don't want to get nervous. Because I'm like, oh, if there's only 3 people, it's fine. And so no joke. We had 775 people sign up for this class today. So I'm like, hopefully I can only see you 16, wow, which is fantastic. So let's see. Let me hurry and get everyone in here. So much fun. This is going to be a fun one. There's going to be a lot of sharing screen today, just because a lot of it's hands-on. So if you're watching on your computers or you're watching on your phone and you've got your Canva up, that will be really helpful for you. But of course, you guys all know me. I'm going to send you a recording anyhow. So if I go too fast or if you just want to sit back and watch, then that way when you get in there to do it yourself, you'll have the recording and you'll be able to know kind of better what to do. Let's see. Hopefully everyone's getting in here. I hope that's just letting everybody in. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. We'll give them another minute. It's only a minute after 12, or maybe it's 2 minutes after 12. I just got back from Newport Beach, and if anyone's here from California, I love California, but that air, that humidity, I lose my voice every stinking time. It's like it takes my voice away.
I just got back to St. George, Utah.
Right. It's because it's St. George. Nice and dry. I mean, it's chilly today though. Like it's cold out there today. But yeah, St. George, I love that it's so dry, although my hands aren't super cute because it's so dry and sunny.
I am living on this lotion today, and I couldn't believe it how dry I was after this weekend. Yeah, Washington, you know, we're
I know. I'm so sad I missed you. I'm so sad I missed you. How was your trip into St. George? Good?
It was good. It was good. It was beautiful all weekend. We did a photo shoot for my mother-in-law's 80th. So
yeah, I heard the weather was beautiful on Sunday. That's just when I was driving back, you know, so driving was not super fun.
Awesome. Awesome.
Driving's never fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started here.
You can't hear me.
I've got lots to cover. Okay. Let's see. And of course, that means I have to share my screen right off the bat. Okay, here we go. 2 seconds. Can you all see my screen? Oh boy, this is going to be a chore trying to keep track here. Okay, here we go. So admit. I should have just admitted everybody all at the first of it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking everything Canva. So what's crazy is, like I said to some of you that were joining earlier, it's overwhelming how many people have actually signed up for this class. It just goes to show what a need there is for learning how to produce our own materials, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, I have a social media manager that helps me keep track of some things, but really I pay her for 3 to 4 posts maybe a week, and that's not very much. I mean, that's really not as much as I prefer to have. But you know, when it runs around $1,000, I know a lot of people have been able to find people that will do it for a lot less. My experience is I haven't had a lot of people give me really great I just haven't had really good luck with hiring anybody for any marketing information. And once I lost my assistant back in August, she moved on to her newer profession. Dang, it really threw me for a loop. I really had to figure out, you know, how the heck to do all of this. And it was really a good eye opener for me to be hands-on in my own business so that I knew what I needed to do, you know, to create content, because dang, you take that for granted for sure. So, or at least I did. I'll say I did. Okay, so let's see. So glad everyone could be here. Here's what we're gonna talk about today. On our agenda is the Canva tools. Sorry about the beeping. Hopefully that goes away soon. I'm sorry about that. Canva tools. We're going to go through that sidebar real kind of quick, like just because it's pretty basic as far as like what it is and how to use it. I feel like the things that we don't know are like those tips and tricks on. I feel like I have this big bump in the middle of my head. We just don't know how to use some of the tips and tricks. Like I didn't know how to drag all items together and get them to align and be perfectly even. I'm like totally trying to zoom in and make them small. So anyways, so we're going to be talking about some of those little tips on how to utilize Canva a little bit more efficiently. So just real quick while we're getting everybody in, I always like to go through this. I'm sure we have several people who have never been on one of my master classes before. So if you've never been on a master class, drop in the chat there if you're new, because I do go back through and take a look at this. And take a look to see who was new and who showed up, just to see if there's something that I can do to help you better. Awesome. Look at all those new people. It's so awesome. Thanks so much for being here. I know that you guys get tons of my emails, so I appreciate you taking a shot on this class specifically and joining me today so you can kind of see a bit about how I coach and how I teach and how I train and kind of my passion for the real estate business. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. So many new people. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so Nicole Briggs is my name. I'm a real estate agent of almost 16 years. On April 1st will be 16 years. I started in the recession of 2006. I saw a nice flat market where we had a good, healthy surplus of inventory. Just about 10 years ago. And then now I've made it through a pandemic. So I feel like I've really seen about 3 cycles of the real estate industry. So for those of you who have been on for, in the real estate business for at least 10 years or 12, you're probably like me. Let's see. So I've also been a solo agent for 5 years. People are always wondering, I've always been on a team, led a team, but I actually was a solo agent for 5 years. That was the first 5 years of my real estate business. The hardest first 5 years were when I was a solo agent. I've been a buyer agent for 4 years on a very large, high producing team in my area. And I worked for them for about 4 years. And then now I've had my own team for about 7 years. And I've been mentoring online socially for about 2.5 to 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October. So I also have created a Facebook group. Many of you already know, or maybe some of you are already in it, a Real Estate Talk for Women. One of my most favorite things is to just jump in there and hear what some of the newer agents have to say, because bless their hearts, they're struggling and they need the help. So my premises for creating that Real Estate Talk for Women Facebook group is to literally have a space where if I want to go in there and have a conversation about real estate, I'm not going to be judged hardcore about what my goals are, what I aspire to be, how much money I want to make, what problems I'm having in the real estate business, how crappy this client was being to me, and how am I going to deal with that? Because that's the kind of stuff that we just don't really talk about. So that's why I created it. I don't allow advertising in there as much as I can. Someone gave me flack today for advertising that my masterclass was unsolicited solicitation for business. Well, if they don't like it, they can just get out. It's fine by me. I don't get my feelings hurt that easily, but I feel like there's a lot of value in that group. So if you're a part of the group, thank you so much for being in there. I read all your posts and I take a look at them all, and it's super fun for me. So hopefully you guys enjoy it too.
Hey, Nicole, I'm sorry, it's hard to hear. We've got so many people that are not muted.
Can't hear me.
It's really hard to hear.
Hang on 1 second. I know I hate that. Hang on. Trying to get them all in here real fast. I wish there was a way I could just admit them all at once. There probably is. Hang on a sec. Let me just do a no.
There usually is, Nicole.
I'm trying to, I think it's in the tab, in the more tab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where can I now? I'd be panel, no.
You
Sure.
can go to the More tab and then go to meeting settings. And then you should be able to, like-
Meeting info, is that it?
or maybe it's when you're creating the meeting itself.
Yeah, I think so. It's all good. Okay, well, hopefully that's the bulk. Let's hope. Hang on. You know what? Let me just see right quick. Give me just 2 seconds. Nope. Not gonna let me go back. That sucks. Okay, I will make sure to switch that next time because that's kind of buggy, right?
Uh-huh.
Can't hear. Okay. Class. Let's see. I think I can right here. Wait. Here we go. Enable waiting room. Yay. I think I got it. Maybe. I hope that's right. Mute all. Oh, mute all upon entry. We got that. Okay, I think that's about as good as I can get it. I hope that's right. Oh, no. We're going to hear some dings. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll let him sit in there for a second and then I'll let him in. So let's just talk real quick. A couple of master classes ago, I talked about how having a vision and a mission statement, I never really had one before. So I don't know about you guys, but it really takes a lot of time. If you have not taken some time to discover what it is your vision is, here's mine. So my vision is to unveil best practices for women seeking a successful business in real estate, reaching the masses while sharing the day-to-day challenges women in real estate encounter with respect to their personal and business life. I probably care more about most people's businesses than they care about their own. I swear I feel like that. Not only that, I want them so badly to be successful, and I truly believe that everybody can be like that. Empower, encourage, and elevate every woman who's ever wanted more. I got chastised so much when I started in the real estate business for wanting more. And, over the weekend when I was in California, I couldn't help but look around at everything that was around me and just know that I want more. Like, I don't know. And I'm definitely going to be unapologetic about that. My mission is to demystify the secrets to successful business in real estate. It drives me crazy that we have so many successful, this 3% of percentage of realtors or 5% of realtors that have this successful business. Yet we can't take 5 minutes to share some of the best practices. And yeah, maybe some do. That's fantastic. But in my experience, it was really, really difficult for me to find somebody who actually wanted to help me. I also want to offer mentorship, education, and encouragement for women who desire success in their personal and professional life. I want you to be just as successful in your home life as you are in your business. Happy wife, happy life. Like, that is 100% how my life functions. Everyone knows when I'm not happy, the whole house isn't happy. Just because, I'm a big personality, obviously, but we're the moms. So we're busy, and, it's important for me to convey to you how important it is. Your personal life and taking care of yourself is important. So last thing real fast, just about the Nikki B platform. Some of you don't know whether or not to call me Nicole. Do you call me Nikki? You can call me either. I will definitely respond to both. My personal close friends and my family call me Nicole. Nikki B was a nickname that was given to me by my daughter's best friend, who unfortunately is no longer with us at this young age of 15. But she called me Nikki B, and she is a constant reminder in my heart to show up for myself, show up for my family, and show up for my people. So that's really the premises of my platform. I do the masterclass bi-weekly on Tuesdays at noon Mountain Time, so that's 2 o'clock for you Eastern. And then of course, I have my support of the community Facebook group, and then mentorship. I offer coaching platforms and ebooks and all that fun stuff. About everything that I give, I'm a huge advocate of overpromise and underdeliver. So if anytime you guys purchase any of my products and you feel like you don't love what you gave, what you received, give me a ring back, because I would love to hear the feedback. I'm definitely not going to get butthurt about it. I really love the feedback. So I'm here to help you, and my business is open for, it's a nice wide open book for you to take a look at. This is where I live. I live in St. George, Utah. We're in the very southernmost tip of Utah, down here in this bottom corner. I'm literally like a stone's throw from the Arizona, Nevada border. Drop in the chat right quick. I know some of you did already, but I would like to see, where's my chat box? I'd like to see where you all are from. Make sure that I'm hitting my demographics the best way that I possibly can. It's really nice to see. Every once in a while we get some people from out of the country. Looks like we have lots of people from North Carolina and Texas I saw earlier. So great. Arizona and Ohio. What's really fantastic is all of us are going to see that we really are going through the exact same things. And that's what I'm noticing in our book, or in the group, is how much everyone is struggling for inventory, right? And getting our buyer offers accepted and all that fun stuff. So it's really great for us to see, how many people across the country are going through the same things that we are. Okay, anybody have any questions before I get started? I kind of zoomed on through your chat real quick just to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Harriman, Utah, by the way. I used to live in Harriman, Utah. My past life is what I call it. Let's see. Awesome. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's questions. Awesome. Okay, here we go. How to create in Canva for marketing. So first of all, the first thing we're gonna do is explore the Canva tools. We're gonna hit the elements, the uploads, your photos, your text, your backgrounds, your videos. Everything can be stored here in Canva, okay? No need to to put, have all these different things that you're putting everything in, like Planoly and all the fancy schmancy social media stuff. If you want to go ahead and buy that stuff, fantastic. But now you can actually connect Canva to your socials, and you can actually do everything in there. Then we're going to talk about creating the folders. This is how you're going to organize all of your content. Oh my gosh. Last night when I was going through organizing these slides, I was like, oh my gosh, my stuff is like a mess. It was a hot mess. But this is how I keep track of everything, making sure that I label them and I make sure I put them in the proper folders. And then we'll talk a little bit about batching content. Everybody talks about that on social media, make sure you batch your posts, okay, whatever. All that is just make sure that you do 3 or 4 posts for the beginning of the week, and make sure that you've got them all done. And then that way you don't have to stress about it. This weekend was fantastic when I advertised for this masterclass, because I had all my emails already set up. They were all on auto send, and I was able to enjoy my weekend, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's why we batch content. Next is talking about your brand suite. My pink in these pictures are just like a little overwhelming, bless your hearts. But it's really just to prove a point that once you put in your information into the brand suite that Canva has, you're able to generate a really very quickly 5 or 6 quick posts real quick, depending on which social platforms you're on. And we'll go through that, all your colors, your graphics, your fonts. This is probably going to take you, if I were you, I would take an hour or 2 and set your Canva accounts up appropriately. Set them up right so that everything else just goes a lot smoother, okay? Let's see, next is, the last one is your creation. So I have created lots and lots of templates for you guys today. So I hope you like them. If you don't, totally fine. They're just a suggestion. But in the replay today, I will be sending to you all the links of the content that I've created, and I'll show you what those are. Like this one here is a wine, what's called wine label that you can put on there. It just has my name on there, pairs well with a new home, Nicole Briggs, welcome home, and then our business information. So it's really kind of nice, because once you get your templates created, now when you go in, if you're doing like a certain kind of event, all you have to do is change colors or whatever, and it's all there for you, okay? Anyone have questions from there? Yes, I do use the premium. So if you do not have an account yet in Canva, I do have an affiliate code for you. Let me just hurry and pop out of this right quick. Y'all see my notes here. See how I do my master classes. Here is a link if you would like. If you want to try Canva for 30 days, you're more than welcome to try it for free. And then once you purchase, once you decide that you want to continue doing it, you can you can go ahead and pay for it in advance. I think they do have you load your credit card number in there. So just what I do is always make a note on my phone, on my calendar, that in 30 days or maybe like on 20 days, I just remind myself to either cancel or continue so that I don't forget and they automatically charge my card. Who all hates that? Because I know I do. And yes, I am recording this. So here is the code if anyone's interested. I reached out to Canva and said, hey, I run a women's Facebook group of 35,000 women. Are you interested in like allowing me to teach a bit about Canva? So anyway, so I was able to get an affiliate code so that I can share this all with you and go through a little bit of training from them to pass on to you. So let's go ahead and get started. So how to create in Canva. The marketing pieces. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to jump over into my live Canva account. So don't judge at how much stuff I have in here, but this is like a good snapshot of what we'll go through. So you have your templates, your elements, your uploads. This far left taskbar is really where you live. Like it really is where you'll grab all your content, where you'll switch up fonts, you know, where you'll get photos, videos, whatever. That's all that's kind of in that side taskbar. So let me hurry and get out of this screen so I can get into my Canva account. Everyone see that okay still? I know it's a little bit smaller, but I want to show you kind of what it looks like. So when we go to the home screen, here's the home screen in Canva.
Kelly Jones in front of the
And you can see all of my recent designs here. So what I've done is I've created a bunch of stuff for you guys today, and we're going to go through most of this stuff so I can show you how I did it. I'm not going to show you every step by step, but I'll show you kind of how I created a reel in Canva. You can definitely do that. But we'll go down this taskbar first. But first, I need to get into a photo so I can at least pull those. Okay, so in your elements, this is where you'll pull in like every single thing that you would use to add to make any type of design. So your templates up here can really be for anything. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your letterheads, your wine covers, your water bottle covers, your QR codes, everything is in your templates, okay? And we'll go to the templates last, but I wanted to show you all these elements here at the side. So you can see this is everything that I've used recently. I use the elements all the time. I don't like to switch things up too much because I am expressive and I'll go off my brand. So I really try to stick to just the content that I know that I'm creating. And I always start from a template. Every single thing that you've ever seen me post is all templated, okay? So the first one is your elements. And all you have to do is put in here, like if I want to do, like this is my favorite one here. I love to take the Instagram background and then just put it in the background of something, and then I create a post over the top of that. So what's cool about these elements is when you select them, and I'll show you this on another post, but you'll be able to see you can actually make these very transparent, okay? And that's how people make these type of layers. One of the ones I do the most is I grab this element here. I always grab a square, and then I turn it black. And this is how you see those posts where they have the script over the top of it, because now you can write over the top, and it will be a lot brighter. So anyways, that's something that I always didn't ever realize. And then I keep track of, so you saw how I keep track of my notes here. These notes are going to become very important when you guys are creating in Canva. So what I do is I just grab a new, like this is my masterclass, how to create in Canva for marketing. I keep track of every single thing that I do for this particular masterclass. But for you, like if you're doing a social post on open houses, I would do open house post, and then you just make sure you make a note of everything that you did, you know, color wise, you know, which logo you used or whatever. You can just say brand kit because you would have used your brand. But I keep track of my notes just so that I know what I did, so that I don't have to sit there and try to recreate and reinvent the wheel every single time. Makes sense? Okay, so uploads. This is where every photo, anything that you download from your library. So here's my logos. Last week was the personality marketing, or 2 weeks ago, it's my personality masterclass. There's the disc profile. You can see I grab images and I just screenshot them and then I upload them into Canva. So this was like a social post I did last week. But these are all of your uploads and they'll just sit here and store for you, you know, so that if you wanted to refer back to them, you can. So it's kind of nice, actually. Same with videos. Your videos, any video you uploaded is going to be in there. And I don't use the audio feature very well. For those of you that are Instagrammers or Facebookers and you're trying to gain leads or you're trying to gain your engagement and your insights, Instagram does not like pre-recorded audio on your posts. So don't do it. So it's fine if it's on there. When you download it to Instagram or download it to Facebook, just put a sound over the top that you took from Instagram or from Facebook. Does that make sense? Because the what's it called? The algorithm will give you more points by using their content. They don't like it when you use someone else's. Okay. All right. So here's photos. They have a huge array of photos that you can use in here. I get overwhelmed by this stuff. So for us, I just always put homes in there and then I pick one that kind of looks like my area. So if you're looking for a home, you know, you can grab something and just use it here and you make them smaller, bigger, whatever, or you can crop them however you want to do it. But I always use this. There's one a little further down the way that says Pexels. That's another photo free image site. And it's a little bit more, what's the word? A little more modern, maybe. A little more edgy stuff in Pexels, a little more clean lines. I like Pexels as well. And then the next one is, where are we? Same with videos. So let me show you what I did here, which I'll send you guys all copies of this. I created a video here in Canva. And you can see this one right here is actually the video that I use. This is the template I use. And I created this. So what you can do here. Including amphibious assault ships, missile cruisers, and submarines. Are you ready to find your dream home? Just listed. So you put your contact information in there. I know, I'm trying to find out who's, someone is not on. Oh, there we go.
Christine Blessy. Thank you.
I get it. There we go. So there's how I created a video. This is not my video. This is a video straight out of Canva. So you just go to the video, and I actually think I put in kitchens. Yeah. You know, you can just pick a kitchen, pick what you like. And you can make it kind of smaller if you want to. If it doesn't fit in the box, you can make them a little bit smaller, however you want to do that. Super cool, easy way, because I forget, I don't know about you guys, but when you're showing houses, don't you feel like a dummy when you're like, oh, hey, I know you guys really like this. I wanted to take this for my Instagram. Like, I just feel so dumb. So I'm like, oh, that was dumb. Or else I have to go back through. If it's a vacant house, I'll go back through again. But I like to use stuff off of Canva for this kind of stuff. Just as a little bit more clean. Plus I can switch up what it looks like. And I can animate it and I can do whatever I want to it. So that's videos. Backgrounds are just a stationary photo. So when you put in the background, you can't drag drop a background, okay? So if you're getting frustrated with the fact that you can't drag drop a background, that's why you have to come back up to elements, grab the lucky square that I told you is my favorite. And then you can like change the size of the color or whatever of what you're doing. So if you're getting frustrated by the background thing, I get you, because I've been annoyed by that myself. But backgrounds, and there's all sorts of different type of backgrounds that you can pick. I really like the ones that are movement. You'll see sometimes I'll have water going in the back of my photos or my posts. it just depends on kind of what look feel you're going for. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna try to look in your chat right quick so I can help you. How do you add? Oh wait, how do you add pedal to the sidebar? I have a pro account. Okay, so to add accounts, I believe it's in this top right taskbar here, and you can search to add another to link. If you can't, then hit their question chat box here, and you can chat with one of them and ask them how to add them to your mix. Because I actually added, what did I add? I added one to mine as well, and I believe that's how I did it. Let's see. I wish there was a way to turn off notifications. Sorry, Hen. Is the copy used? I'll try for next time. Is the copy used on the video template what you added? Yes. Yeah, I added that. You can see from the, so it literally was, this is the actual template that it was. It just said just listed, and I don't know what it said. Summer dresses. It was for a dress ad. Hey, Dodger. Goodness. So I took those off, and then I just put my own spin on it. Kind of always a call to action, right? Always have your contact information at the bottom. Always have your logo and your phone number. If you wanted to, you could swap out your logo here for a QR code, depending on what type of advertising that you were doing. But just to try to keep it nice and clean and fresh, so it's not too overwhelming. Go to more at the top on the left side of the screen and add the additional widgets to use. Yes, you're right, exactly up here. 90 degrees, listen here. Okay, here's another thing that's super cool is it will actually connect to your Google Drive. So if you would like to connect it to your Google Drive, I store all of my photos and things that I do for my business, for my team search page. I save everything in there. So then that way I have quick access to it from my email, and I have quick access to it from my Canva account. So this is where I also store lots of my photos for content. Okay. What would be the biggest screen in paying for the pro version? Oh, okay. So the pro version versus the free version, you have so many more editing capabilities and a lot more templated options and connecting with lots of different apps. I believe it's like, I didn't even look to see how much it was, $129 or something like that for the year for the pro account. It's so worth it. Divide that by 12. I mean, $10 a month. It really is worth it. If you can afford to do that, I would, yeah, right. I would definitely, it's so cool because you can do cool stuff like this. Like, let me just show you right quick. The thing that's fun about it is you can create stuff. Like if I wanted, so this is my cute daughter. If I take, oh, let me get a photo that's uploaded since I went with one that was not, now it's uploaded. Okay, so if I take this, I can click on it and just hit edit image, which you don't have this option if you're not in Pro. And you can do background remover. And I promise my assistant used to take like an hour to remove background from my photos. And Canva did this, which is incredible. That is so freaking nice. It's really, really nice to be able to do that. So fun fact, I'll show you why I've got you here right now. Here's what's kind of cool. So you hit glow. You ever seen, I post this sometimes. But when you hit glow and you hit the 3 dots, let's just pretend her colors are pink, okay? I know they're not, but whoops, it's backwards. It goes all the way down blur, all the way up transparency, and all the way up size. So if I wanted to glow her out, I can. Anyway, they have some really fun, cool things that you can do. And then if you wanted to, you can hit apply. And then if you want to, what's really cool, so you could click on it again. It's soon as she comes back, come back. Well, I don't know where it went. I'm probably moving too fast for it. Oh, there it was. Anyways, you can layer if you wanted to. You can layer pink and then yellow or whatever your brand colors are. You can continue layering it. Just something fun, like the whole idea, right, is just to stop the scroll of people on Instagram and or stand out in your marketing, okay? Let's see. I already did pixels, stock images. This just happens to be a folder right here that I store just content. Like when I see content that I like, I put them in the stock images. So that's actually a folder that I'll show you up here in the home screen. And then if you'd like to create a QR code, that's also right here too. So my URL for my website is st-georgerealestate.com. And then I can generate a QR code, and that goes, I can put that on all of my marketing pieces, and it will take people back to my business website. Super, super easy, okay? You can do that for any website. So if you have like a specific realtor page that you have and you want to link people straight to that. So my agents have their own portal in our CRM. So then she can link that and they can just have their own personal QR code. I don't think you can with Pro or without Pro. It's been too long since I didn't have a Pro account. Does anybody have a non-Pro account that has that option?
Yeah, you could do that in a non-pro account.
Okay, so yeah, yep, you can. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so that's super cool, especially for individual agents that are on teams. If you're on a team and you are constantly like putting out your stuff and it just goes back to the team and you're able to brand yourself individually, that's so cool. I've been on a team where I couldn't do that, so I think it's awesome. And then here you can upload your logos, and this is your brand kit. Okay, so uploading your logos is super helpful because it gets really, really annoying having to sift through all those upload. Well, I upload a ton of photos, but it gets annoying trying to sift through all that. Any questions about that side taskbar? I know it's a lot and you really just have to get in here and play around. How did you add or change the color when you use glow on? Oh, cool. Okay. So you hit edit image. You go to under the shadows, go to glow, and then click on those three dots, double click on it. And you can kind of mess with this if you want to here. Yes, you can add music. By adding music, you just go to the audio file. And there it is. Super, super easy. Now watch, I won't be able to get it to shut off. Yours is different. Do you have the Pro? You don't have the colors. Are you in the Pro account or are you on the free version? That's weird. Click on your profile and make sure it's upgraded. Because that seems odd. But if you can't figure it out by the end of this, I'll help you troubleshoot it. Megan, I'll make sure I'm gonna hurry and screenshot your name right quick so I can make sure to follow up with you. Okay. Okay, any questions on that? All right, let's get into some other cool stuff. So let's just say we're going to go back to this image. My poor daughter gets to be the model for the day. Let's go back to this image. And when you click on an image, that's when you get to edit it here. That's what I did in order to do, do the fun thing with the glow. But you guys have all seen this mock-up a million times, I'm sure. This is how you put yourself in a cell phone. So if you have those, if you haven't ever known how to do that, that's how you do that. So in the mock-ups, you have to hit edit image and then go to your mock-ups. And you can do all sorts of fun, funky things. It just doesn't fit my business, right? Like, so it's not anything that I mess around with. But you definitely can get in here and do some cool stuff with it. But the biggest ones I use, the ones I use the most of are sticking people in a computer screen, you know, putting them in glitter or whatever, put them in a gold. So these are all just in the mock-ups. Super cute for like when you're doing stories or whatever, makes it really, really easy. Okay. You also can, let's just say you need to be facing the opposite direction. You can also flip your image, which is really handy. I have to do this quite a bit, especially when I'm co-branding with somebody and their image is this way and my image is that way. One of us needs to flip. So being able to flip it here, and then of course you can flip it this way as well. Okay, so the other thing is, let's just say here, I didn't hit the text. I kind of skipped right over that one. Yes, to get rid of the background, I sure can. One second. Okay, so here we have the image. You just click on it. Make sure you're clicked on it because I've done that too, where I'm looking on the side taskbar and I can't find it. It's under Edit Image and then Background Remover. So cool, huh? And it's really, really good. Like I have a lot of hair. And it usually will grasp most of my hair, which is kind of crazy. Normally they don't, it's not like that. So yes, okay, so let's just say we're gonna add some text, okay? Just for fun, we're gonna add text. So when you click on text, you get this up, this taskbar will come up. And these are a whole bunch of different set of settings that you can do. The effects and animate are ones that we use quite a bit and making sure that we center them. But first, before we do this, I want to show you when you click on animate, you can make them rise. You can make them pan, ascend, okay? So all of these will do something. And you can see right there, the ones with the crowns are pro. So you do get those options. You just don't get as many. And then if you go to effects, I want a different text for this. Hang on one second. Let me just grab a standard text here. So if you go to effects, one that I use quite often is this background. Of course, yellow's not my brand. Let's just say if we use pink, okay, just for sake of this here will change how wide and how far it goes outside of the text. And this will make it square around, which is really nice. So now that's how people are able to get the back, that back line image when your text won't stand out. This is how you do it. So you click on the text. You always have to click on the text. Just remember, anything that you're editing, you have to be clicked on it. Otherwise, you're not going to get the options for those taskbars. And then it's always in the effects. And if I want to turn it to neon, I can turn the image to neon. But that's how we do the background. This will put a shadow behind it. This makes it look funky, like this is one I use quite a bit too. I'm going to show you this one on the water bottle template I did for you all. I did a water bottle template and I also did some stickers, and I also did, the sold icons that you can put on your social media posts. I did some of those for you guys as well. But what's cool about this is here, while you edit it, you just flip this. This curve here, this will decide if you're going to be doing this circle on the top of the circle or on the bottom of the circle. And the even number. So if you do 71 this way, it's probably going to be 71 the other way. Make sense? So it's really cool. Lots of things you can do with text there. Just remember to be clicked on the text box or on the text box. Any image you're editing, you have to be clicked on it. Any questions on text? Text is kind of cool. All these are kind of pre-done for you. I use this one quite a bit, the glow one, but you know, you can change up colors or whatever to your brand. Who has all their brand kit already laid out? Who knows their font, their style, their typeset? We're going to get into that too. That takes a minute. If you haven't already figured out a look, feel, that's why I say spend a couple hours trying to get that stuff created for you. Okay. Good. I'm glad someone's got it. It's hard. It is not easy and it takes time. And we as real estate agents, we're always just like go, 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 go. So we don't take the time to do it. So, okay. So let me just click on this image. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, if you have questions or you run into problems, let me know. How many fonts do you select? Good. We're going to get into that. I'm totally going to show you that in just a second. Awesome. Okay, so that's pretty much here. I want to show you right quick the templates. Actually, I want to go back to the home screen. When you're trying to figure out what to do, if you want to just do a social media post, you click on social media, and here's all of your options. You can always just type it in here as well. This More tab has lots of other additional things that you could be doing. You want to do a content calendar. You want to send out calendars for your marketing pieces to your clients at Christmas time. You send them out an annual calendar. Okay, great. You can actually create your own. You can purchase it in here as well. It's usually more expensive than if you could just go with one of your local people. But I always advocate to pick your local people. Why? Because now you just created a calendar. You're going to post about it. You now get to share about it, and you just got in front of someone else's audience. And that's the whole reason why you're on social media. Take advantage of your opportunities when you're creating content. And when you use somebody local, make sure you post about them. They will really appreciate your business. Okay. All right. Let me see. Where am I at? Let me go back to my slides right quick so I can make sure I stay on track here. Get back. There we go. Okay. We are right. So here we go. All right, next up are those folders where you're going to organize your templates, advertising, logos, and you're also going to batch your content. That is going to be right in this home folder under your projects. You can see here all my folders that I've created. So when you do a social post, I would write down IG social post, FB social post, whatever, you know, just so that you keep track of them. But this is how you keep track of all of your content, is by creating a folder. And the way you send it to a folder is you just click on these three bars and you do move to a folder. This is how you organize your stuff. And if you want to share it with somebody and say, hey, what do you think of this? They can actually open it straight up in Canva. I'll be sharing with you stuff today. And you're going to get a shareable link where you can actually just take my link and you can manipulate it and adjust it yourself. Okay. Any questions on that? It's pretty cool, pretty easy. But just make sure that you keep track of your stuff because it gets super overwhelming and really messy in here if you don't. Let's see. Okay, so your social posts, your monthly newsletters, your calendars. I've also got a template for you guys for a monthly newsletter. If you're interested in using that, you can totally use it. If not, it's fine by me. Also, your tracking sheets, your prospecting tally sheets, like I make everything in Canva. I make all of it. But if you want to start keeping track of your business, you can track it all in there. Your postcards, your business cards, your mailers, your open house materials. I made stickers for the backs of my cards that I write to my clients, and any branded items that you want, like you want to make a water bottle, you want to do whatever, like they have all that stuff in here for you to do. So here's a tip. When you're planning your social media posts, you can do carousels. Everyone knows what carousels are, right? Where you click the multiple photos and you can put, 5 on there. When you're creating them, just add another page, copy, add another page so that you don't have to recreate every single page. Let me show you how to do that real fast. super simple. This little plus sign on the page, duplicate page. Okay, really easy. So if I was gonna post this, I would say I'd probably get rid of the video because I'm done with the video. And I'd probably get rid of this. And I would just quickly put super simple. Okay. So now you have a carousel, or you can put another image, you know, or just something so that it's a little bit different, but you always want to keep, you know, the parts of your post kind of consistent so that as they move through the carousel, they have a nice flow. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Okay. Let's see. Also, let's talk about Reels real quick. So this reel I created in Canva, and I'll show you what the original looked like. So this is I can't remember what music this is. This is just the music that came with it. But it's obviously not the one that I used. So anyways, so it goes through. So you can change the timing on each of these slides. Okay, and I just make them all like 3 seconds, and then I pull them up into the music that's on Instagram, and then it will automatically sync, right? Everybody's made a reel before. It'll automatically sync to when it changes. So if I need to make any adjustment, I just come in here and adjust the time in the seconds. But let me show you. Yes, swiping through photos is a carousel. Yes. And I alternate. I do at least one carousel a week. It's part of my plan for my weekly posting is to make sure I do one carousel a week. Here's what the reel originally looked like. So you can see I switched up quite a bit, but the reason was because I liked the transitions that were in it, because it wasn't necessarily about what was being posted, you know, or the content. It was more about how each segment kind of moves through the next segment. I liked that part about this post. And then I didn't want to have to add those myself. So I really picked these just based on the transitions, and I took everything out and just put in what I wanted. Okay. Really super easy to do. And this is a lot easier than doing it on a little tiny phone, I promise. You'll get a lot better at it. Any questions on Reels? I know Reels are so popular. It is the fastest way to bring up your engagement. It is the fastest way. The Instagram is loving how much they are actually doing there. One more. This is a template that I'm going to be giving you guys. This is exactly how you'll get it. So for your business letterhead, you know, you obviously would have your logo, your name, the brokerage that you work, the body, and then down here would just be the additional information. Here I don't have a logo. Here I have a logo. So I'll be sharing some of this here. You can see the templates are over here. I literally just used the exact same template. I just switched out the content. Very, very easy. An example of a reel? Sure. Like how to create it or just to play one? How to create it, or are you sharing templates with the group? Yes, I will be sharing them to play one. Sure. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. Reels are crazy. Lots and lots of, I can't believe how much engagement happens with Reels. Let's see. 1 second. I tried to give you one that was in my feed so that made it a little bit easier. Okay, so Send it to myself. Okay. Y'all see all my text messages here. Oh, won't let me. That's weird. There we go. So here's a reel.
2 questions. Why are you like this? And why you gotta be so extra, extra? Read all about it. Queen coming back with a brand new style.
Sorry, this one swears.
Making moves in silence. Working out, sleeping in, taking vitamins. Oh.
So, you know, to create a reel, like I used the music off of Instagram, but I just slammed a whole bunch of videos together that I had taken every time I went into this doctor's office and just slammed them all together. And then when I put all those little headers in them,
I just have 2 questions.
I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to talk. I didn't have to do anything, which is my kind of a reel. But I just used all these on the side so that I could just talk about like how busy my day is. These are all the things that we do as real estate agents, right? Like we have to do all this stuff. And then, oh, by the way, like, yeah, people wonder why I don't work out. Yeah, I don't have freaking time. So I just kind of did it as a funny, but that's an idea of a reel. And then how do you change some of the content on a post you have saved, like for changing stats? Okay, you use your template. So here, I'll show you the one that I created for you guys in the, I created this one for you guys in the monthly newsletter. So here's the example that I made for you all. So my newsletter is called the Sunny Insider. That's what we call ours here. And so I just put the name of our insider, the edition. And then I always switch up about what the new business is that's coming into town or the business highlight that we use. And then we always make sure that we put photos of ourselves in there because we want to stay top of mind, right? We want to have the recognition of our faces and our brand. And then your market update, like right here. So right here is where your market update would be. So if I were, so this is just a template. So you would just grab text. You'd grab this. And let's just say there was 123 homes, whatever, right? Like whatever you want to put in there, whatever your stats are. And that's not a very good font for that because it's too thin. Okay. So if you don't want to have these images behind, I gave you a template so you can do whatever you like, but you want to get rid of that, you can just do this here and maybe put the image just below here, whichever you'd like to do. Okay. And then, so if you're working off of an Apple computer, off of a Mac, everyone knows that's Command C to copy, right? And then Command V to paste. In Windows, you just need to right click and hit copy. But see, I would take this and I would just move it over here. And I'm a weirdo. I like to have things even. See how it will automatically align for you? Kind of nice. Then how do you save and where? Okay, great. Good question. So you go to here to the drop-down menu and you hit download. And you'll, because this is an image, you want it to be as a PNG. Or if you're doing it as a printed material, you could do it as a PDF or a JPEG, depending on how you want to store your file. And then you just would download the 3 images for the however many images you have, you know, how many pages you have. If you just want to do the first page, you just click the first page and so forth. Make sense? And I just download them and I keep them saved in my folder. So when you get out of this screen, you would go here, remember, and this is where you would save them to move to folder. And this would be my monthly newsletter. Okay. So we're going to create, I need to create a folder actually, because I don't have one. Your projects, add to folder. So, and then I should see it up here in my year projects. So it still will show down here in your recent designs, which is fine. But then that way you can go back through here and you can see in my folders, wherever they are, blind eyes. In my folders right here. I should have my newsletter somewhere in here. I just randomly saved it in here, but I know it's here. Okay, I know it's in there. Oh, it's right here. Duh. I forgot it's under a template because I'm sharing it with you guys as a template. How do you add a link to a template? Good question. So once you create a piece of content, okay, let's go to something I haven't saved as a template. Okay, so here is a masterclass I did. So you click on, you go into it, and then you need to go to, sorry. Oh. Then you go to this 3 dots and scroll down here. Make sure you hit see all. And it is, where's my template? I might have passed it already. Oh, it's right here. It's in my top because I use it so much. It's right here in the 3 dots. So now you can create anything really that you're going to be using for your marketing materials and save them as templates. And then when they save it, it will say, where do you want to save it, right? So let's just say I want to save it to my projects. And I want it to go to my masterclass slide decks. Move my chat box and then hit add. And then you can publish it. Now I'll have a template there. So now I can send that link to anybody. I can view the template, or I can continue editing it if I wanted to switch it up. But once you change it in the template, it won't ever change your master. It'll only change the copy, and it will show that it's a copy when you save it. Okay. Makes sense. When you started the newsletter template, which format did you use? Presentation report. So I went to, I'll be able to tell you real quick just because I'll click on it and it'll show it. Always click on edit original if you want to see what you originally used. And here's what I originally used this right here. And it says weekly newsletter, and it is in under real estate newsletter. So when you go to the search tab, and let's just say you're like, okay, I want to do newsletters. So, and if there's a theme or whatever that you want to do here, you can actually do real estate newsletters, and it will bring up even more. It'll just go to the database that it has. And here's all those real estate newsletters. There's a ton of them. So you kind of find a look, feel that you like. I created something out of this earlier. I can't remember what it was, but so you just basically pick one that you feel suits your look, feel of your brand. Super, super easy. And then save it as a template. And then use it every single month. You can literally batch this and have everything except for the photos and the content all designed and done for you, for the entire year. Then all you're doing is dropping photos and, a little bit about the business or the market stats changing or whatever. Makes it really super easy. I got booted out. Do you use still pics or videos when creating reels? I do both. I actually turn still photos into videos. So when you load a photo in here, you can actually turn it into a video because all it does is just sits there, but I'm making the text move or the text pop or whatever, right? By making it have a motion. And so that turns it into a video. So I use them both. Yeah, and the more you can create it here and then go to Instagram or, go to Instagram or TikTok or however you're doing it, and then use all their elements. So, use them as much as you can, the images, the photos, I mean, the audio, some of the you know, the arrows or whatever pointing. If you can, try to use some of those out of Instagram so you get a better algorithm point score. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let me get back on track here. I know I wanted to make sure I hit your question about sizes of your marketing material. So let's see. Okay, so planning your social content here. This is my pro tip here. I take a screenshot of my Instagram feed once a week so I can see what my feed looks like so that I can plan my content. So I literally just do a screenshot, right? You take a screenshot, and then that way you can see what your entire feed looks like for the week, so that when you go in here, you can just add a picture of what you're going to be posting and see if it is in line with your look feel. You can lay out and batch all your content like all at once, and then you can see how everything is going to look without having to guess, or without having to sign up for Planoly or, you know, any of the fancy sites. That's how I do it. So here's in your monthly blog. Let me make sure I get this on the video. So in this monthly newsletter, use your brand kit, upload it to your CRM or to your email system, however you batch that out, however you send it out. So that's 12 times a year that you're going to be hitting your people in your database with really great content. So it's really important. You guys all know I advocate for building and growing your databases so that you stay top of mind, but to include in your monthly newsletter, local events, new listings, testimonials, new businesses that are just coming to your area, links to your home search page on your CRM. Don't forget that, and also a QR code possibly, and then use photos of your team so that you become familiar. Okay, I don't have my own business page. I just use Team Search as our business page, but I make sure, like today we were highlighting Mindy. We want to make sure that we're always putting our faces out there so that people know who we are. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me just see, I'm going to click to this next one. Okay, so here, real quick, we already did the business letterhead. Okay, here we go. To answer your questions about your brand suite, your colors, your graphics, your fonts, your mood boards, and your typesetting. Okay. So for your brand kit, you need to make sure you have a logo, you have your colors, your images, like specific ones that you use. I consistently use maybe the same 6 photos over and over until I get brand new photos, which I do once a quarter. And then your typesetting. So no more than 2 font styles. It gets too busy. Okay, so just 2. You're going to want like a bold one that can be all caps, and then one that could be in lowercase as well. And then no more than 3 main colors. It's too overwhelming. But I would advocate for more than 1 for sure. And then no more than 2 to 3 secondary colors. So what's cool about Canva is it will keep track of your brand kit for you here. Under styles, let's just say you're terrible at picking colors, which is totally fine. Pick one you like. It actually will show you that which ones are trending right now. And then you can pick it. And what's really kind of great is when you pick it, let's say that's too bright for you. Let's see if I can get, you can just do that. What's it called? Transparency. Remember, I kind of showed you this. Oops. If it's too bright for you or something, or you don't like it. You can always just do the transparency, right? To make it a little bit darker. Transparency is a cool tool. I use it a ton. So yes. And then what else? Typesetting. So you're going to want to make sure you have a header logo. You know, that's like the big, bold, this is what's going on. It's like I showed you in the video ad that I'll be sharing with you. And then also a title, you know, font size, so that you're always staying true to, like, everything is really consistent. Okay. And then also a body size, you know, this, like how big did you want this typesetting to be? Okay. So, and all you do is just lay it out and see what looks good. Each depends on what you're making. And it depends on if you're doing, you know, if you're doing a letterhead, obviously my typesetting for my body is going to be way smaller than if I did this on an ad for Instagram. Okay. So you just kind of lay that out, and that's the rules that you follow every time you do a letterhead. This is what it would look like. That way you're not reinventing the wheel every time. The bummer part is like my brain wants to create something new every single time. I have zero time to create something new every single time. Okay, we have to be way more efficient, and spending way too much time on social media is not a way to be efficient. Okay. Any questions on that before I move forward? Because that is a big one. How do you add a live link of your listings, for example, to your email newsletter? Well, that's a great point. So if you add it as a PDF, you can do that. Like when you upload it to the PDF, you can tell them to search more homes here. Just like when you're writing an email, you know how you can grab a link. I'm not sure, hopefully that do you know, are you able to grab a link when you do that? Let me show you right quick. I don't even have an email up. I don't have an email up. Go to ProCount, but don't have QR codes, pixels, etc. How to upgrade my account? Okay, Susan, I'm gonna screenshot your info and I will help you with that afterwards. Okay, I got you. When you're writing an email, like in my CRM, I can actually grab a embed link and I can put the link in there for my business. Let me show you real quick. Don't laugh at my email. Okay, let's say I'm composing an email. So let's say we wanted to, you grab this link here, insert a link. Search homes today. Make sense? Awesome. Yes, I will have a recording as soon as I get done. I've got so many appointments this afternoon, but as soon as I get done later on this afternoon, I will get this recording to you guys. So hopefully that helps you with putting in a live link. Okay. All right, let me get back to this real quick so I can get through this because I feel bad I'm making everyone stay so long. Hang on one sec. So we did this one, this one. Okay. So here are some of the things that I created. Let's just go through those right quick. Here's some of the things that I created for you that I'll make sure that you see. So I created logo stickers for my business to put on the back of my like cards, thank you cards. Okay, these are just 2 inch by 2 inch. They're not big. But these are just templates. You can do these as well. I'm going to send you this template so you can switch it up and put your own names in there, whatever you want to do here. But that's one way to create it. This is a just sold postcard that I created. This is also something that I'll send to you, but you know, this is the home. We have a little, this is what happened. I put a QR code in there. Want to know what your home is worth. So I obviously would be sending this out to every single person in that neighborhood because I just sold the house, right? Here's another example. Sold it with Team Surge. Here's our information. Give us a call. Always call to action on everything. Here's another one, just sold. I actually just uploaded my business card right here. That's how simple it can be. Like you really don't have to get super fancy. I uploaded my own business card and then I just put my logo in here and a little blip about the home. Okay. Easy peasy. And here's a mock-up of a back end of a postcard. So if you wanted to create your own, you can just manipulate this one just a little bit and put your own information in there. Okay. So there's some postcards that I created. I also created some water bottle labels for your open houses. Thank you for coming. Right. Just put your logo in there. Sponsored by. Let's say you do an event. Okay, you just put your label, you put your logo in there. Here's one if I did something specifically just myself, not without my team. This is Cindy. Let's say Cindy, this is one of my agents. Let's say she did an open house and she wanted to brand everything that day to her. This is something that she could create. This is also a link to her specifically on our website. And so this is actually to my Instagram, not to hers, because I can't get into her account, but it makes it so that you can actually put your information in there. Okay. Easy, easy peasy. And these are all, if you just put in the search bar, water bottle label, you'll see a whole bunch of them come up. It's really cool. Yeah, you can print them at your local print shops. We've used someone here locally. It's so much easier. It's easier that way. Plus, I can post about it. What size stickers you order? The size stickers that I order are a 2x2. Let me show you how that works. So if we go here, so see it says there. Let's see, edit original. Let's just see how it says logo sticker. I can just click on this button up here that says click print stickers. Let me get rid of this thing. And then you can actually create whatever size you want. You can do a 3x3, a 4x4. These actually come from Canva, but this actually gives you an idea as to like when you call, let's say your local print shop, it tells you what you should be asking for. You know, for 50 stickers, they're quite pricey, $237 for some stickers. So call your local places and have them do that. Left bottom corner QR code. To miss how you may, oh yes. The QR code's right over here. On this left side, you can just create a QR code and then you would just put in your website address. And then it will generate a code. Cool, right? Slick, slick, slick. So easy. Can you also use the Avery round stickers for them too? Oh, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. This is just a template. So as long as you have the size and the dimensions correct to what you're printing them on, it should be just fine. You shouldn't have a problem with it at all. Okay, let me just keep going. I'll show you what else I made. I was busy yesterday, but I wanted to make sure you had a lot of different things that you could fall back on because I know it's a lot to take in 1 hour or an hour and 20. So I switched up just some of the typesetting a little bit, put my name up here, realtor down here. I did real estate, just in case you want to switch it up and maybe do real estate, coming soon. These are actually templates that you can use as well that you could put on your social media posts. The only difference is you would save them as a GIF, and you can do that up here in this corner when you're in it. Hang on one second. The GIFs. I'm gonna send you guys this like how to, but it will show you how I did the GIF. Okay, but it's right here in the download. Instead of as a video, you would want to do it as a GIF. Okay, so now you guys can create your own GIFs, which is cool. Okay, a couple more things, and then I promise I will take your any other questions that you have. If you haven't created your dream board for the year, I would suggest that you do one. This is the easiest way for you to stay on your goals, and you can create that here in Canva. Okay. Super cool. This happens to be mine. I'm all about dream boards. If you can't see it, you may never have it. Okay, you got to be able to see the big picture. So dream boards are super important. You can do that here. Also, this is a social media post that I did as a video. And I don't know if it's going to play. Yes, it will. So I created all this in Canva. I don't know why that first part was turquoise. I think I messed with it, but I added all these videos from Canva. Okay. And it's just a call to action post. This actual post is on my feed. But you know, it's really super simple. I created it right inside of Canva. Super easy. Let's see what else was there. One more thing. I know I've got the 2 stickers. The wine bottles are super cute. Like if you live in an area that they're big on wine, or you have clients that are interested in drinking wine, I switched up some of these colors. Whatever your brand color is, you just swap them out. But it's a really nice way to customize your gifts for your clients. So there's that. And then lastly, I thought I had one more in here. Oh, I just did an example of a social media post. This just goes up in your story. So the reason why you pick different like stories in Facebook obviously is because some are a square, some are a rectangle. And if you'll pick the proper post, it will give you the proper dimensions. Okay. If you don't pick the right post, then all of a sudden you go to post on Instagram and your head's chopped off because you created it in Facebook. Okay. But this is a video that I had made for my business, and I just uploaded it into Instagram, into the template. Super easy. Easy. And then, so you can create really whatever you like. I know it's just so much, but I've got lots of templates that I'll share with you. And then I'll also share with you that how to, where is it? Right here. Right here. So on here, I talk about keeping your content organized, scheduling your posts. You guys can connect your social media to your Canva account if you'd like, and post directly from your Canva. That's the layered glow effect. This is how you would do the reel, or not the reel, the GIF, excuse me. And then this is designing your look and feel, making sure that your feed, it stays nice and consistent with your color and your brand. And then creating your reel templates. Gosh, this is such a time saver. If you start to get into doing reels, it helps a ton. And then your 12-month calendar for your template for your newsletters. And then if you have a team, you can actually add your team to your Canva, and you can all be in the same account, which is really nice. So I'll be sharing all this stuff with my team as well. And then I keep track of also my social media. If you keep track of your insights in your analytics so that you can see if your page is growing and see what kind of reach you're getting. There's a template for that as well. I'll share with you this. It's just a weekly tracker. I keep track every week. So I'll be happy to share that one with you as well. And then creating your logo, your brand kit, just making sure that you guys finish that up and you get that done. But if you have questions on this, what's cool about this, and this is something that you could do for your clients, is if you upload someone was asking earlier for like a live link. If you create a postcard or an announcement or something, and you send it out to your people in your CRM, you can hit this download button here. It's not the download button, sorry. It's actually the 3 bars, and do copy link. Where is that? Probably past it. Share link, and just hit copy, and you see how my images are moving. So if I just grab a window, let me show you how cool, because then you can make your monthly mailers interactive if you'd like to. But watch how cool, because you're going to get this. I'll send it to you. So when you send your clients the link is interactive. So you can actually make your monthly mailers, if you'd like to, interactive with your people. So the idea is just to stay top of mind. So try not to waste too much time on the content creating, because it is a little bit overwhelming, but once you get in there and you start playing around in it, you get really, really fast at it. There are so many links at the top for you to do video tutorials. Let me just go to the home screen so I can show you. If you go, here are all the templates. If you go to the Learn, there are so many tutorials for you that can teach you how to do this kind of stuff if you want to spend some time learning a little bit more about it, especially more about Canva Pro. And then of course they tell you what the different levels of the pricings is. I just never pay for it. I mean, I never pay attention because I have to have it. But it sure does make things a lot easier. What are good places to get good content? Oh my gosh. Your daily life is your best content creator. I promise you, the more authentic that you can stay to your business, if you're posting about your real estate business, you know, and you don't want to make it always about houses, because, you know, I advocate don't do that. Get personal one post a week, you know, hey, this is me drinking coffee. Hope everyone's had a good morning. Be a real person. You know, people will connect and relate to you more if you're a good person. I take video as I'm driving through the car wash. I take video while I'm standing in line. I mean, I know it's super boring, but you just never know what's going to happen. Last week, I took a picture of my dog, right? It's on my story on my reel, and my dog stuck his tongue out. It was hilarious. And so I put a reel to it. I mean, like, it's just about what your life is and about your business, right? And so people like people, and they want to know what you're doing, and they want to know what message you have to share. So make sure it's of interest, right? But for the real estate business, you know, I just sold a house. I just listed a house. I just prospected an entire neighborhood and met 3 lovely people. That stuff all goes on your story. That's all great content in your story. And people are like, oh my gosh, she's out there working. She's working. Like, you stay top of mind. But the daily stuff goes in the story. That is kind of a best practice for sure. And then the post is more educating. You're educating people in your posts. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so real quick, let me get back to this, and then I will take any questions that you have. Hopefully I want to make sure I hit everything, because I hate to leave stuff out. Yes, I did. I hit the wine one, stickers, bottle labels, spotters. Yes, create reels, carousels, and Facebook and Instagram ads. I do have a Facebook and an Instagram post that I'll be sharing with you as well. So if you aren't already following me on my Instagram or on my Facebook, these are my handles. So I will watch for you if you happen to reach out. If you're not a member yet of my Facebook Talk for Women, and you have requested and I haven't gotten to you yet, I am not sure how many people are waiting to get in, but I know I'm trying to catch up because I was out of town and I'm making my daughter help me. I have 1,700 people waiting in line. So please drop your name in the chat box if you're waiting to get into the Real Estate Talk for Women, so I can get you in there today. Super important for me to have you there. I love to support my people. Any questions anybody has for me? I know that was a lot, like a big Canva blah, but let me know if there's any questions that you have. You are all so welcome. I'm happy to answer. You can always reach out to me on my showup@nikkiB@gmail.com. That's showupnikkiB@gmail.com. And you can always email me there. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. If you DM me on Facebook, it takes me a little bit longer because I have a lot of stuff going on in there. But Instagram, you can always reach out to me too, and I'll get back to you really quickly on Instagram. So you're all so welcome. Let me know if I missed anybody's questions. I'm glad it was helpful. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Make today a freaking awesome day and go get a contract, which is awesome. I am gonna go get my lashes done in 30 minutes. I got a busy day today, but we're getting some real estate done too. I got a counter offer I got to get going. You're all so welcome. You're all so welcome. Okay, Cami, I see you. I'll get you in there. Awesome. Thank you guys. Are you willing? Oh, of course. I'll share all the templates in the replay. So if you signed up for this class, if you're here and you made it here to the end, you're going to get a copy of all the templates I told you I'd share. I'm all about sharing. It's totally fine. You just take it and make it your own. Just don't use my face and don't use my logo. I don't know why you would want to, but you are more than welcome to use any one of those. You're also welcome. I'm glad you stuck around too. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are all so welcome. So welcome. Oh, you got it, Sue. Sue, what's your last name? Drop your last name in there. It's not coming up. Hutchins, gotcha. Okay, perfect. I'll make sure I get you in there. Sue Wagner, cool. Okay, I got you. You as well. Alicia, I got you. Cool. All right. I know I feel bad. I've got 10 people sitting there waiting. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Okay. Next week, I'm going to be posting now about the Realtor Summit, which is going to be really super fun. Gosh, we're doing a panel of 25 amazing women in real estate. So I've got some big speaking engagements coming up. I'm really excited for. So it'll be fun to share with everybody. Yes, Susan, got you. I will help you get that upgraded. Okay, good. You're in the Facebook group. Awesome. You're so welcome. You're also welcome. So fun. I do a masterclass bi-weekly, every Tuesday, every other Tuesday. If you wanted to look at any old recordings, you can go to YouTube under Nicole Briggs and just put in Nicole Briggs Realtor, and my YouTube channel will come up, and there'll be some past masterclasses there that you'll be able to access, which is kind of fun. Some of it's just little blips, but there's full masterclasses in there you can watch. You're so welcome. Gotcha, Kenya. Cool. I'll make sure to get you in there. Oh, good, Danielle. I'm glad you got in. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Hope you guys have a good day. Yes, the colors, Megan, got you. For sure. You as well. Thanks, Sue. It's going to be a short week. I'm super stoked. I was off yesterday. It's awesome. Have a good week. Okay, thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Nikki.
You're so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm glad my dog waited to the last minute to bark. You're welcome. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully it helped. Awesome. I got you, Rachel. Cool. I'll make sure to get in there. Yep. Gotcha, Mari. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna leave that chat just so they can drop their email if you need to. You're welcome. No worrying. No worry, Katie. I'll send you out a replay. Don't worry. We covered a lot, so I'm sure everyone's going to need to go back through it a couple times, but I'll make sure to send you out the replay and a copy of the templates that we'll be sharing, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. Cutest Max. Oh, you're so nice. Thanks, Katie. You're so nice. Or either that or I'm crazy, one or the other. Oh, well, thank you. Of course. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it a ton. It's really fun. Thanks, Carly. Of course. Of course. It's fun. I just want to make sure I see you all on socials then and see your stuff. I like it when you guys tag me in it so I can see what you're all doing. It's cool. Okay. Okay. Bye.